Hello, this is a fingering tutorial video for a piece called El Catalan by José Broca. It's on the 2020 Trinity classical guitar syllabus, and it's in this book, which is their supplementary book, on page 34, and that's what it looks like. I've also done a version with tab and with fingering on it. That is available and the link is underneath this video. I've divided the piece into 3 sections. What I'm going to do is play through each section whilst talking you through the fingering, and then play that section all the way through. We're starting with section A, which goes from the beginning up to the repeat mark. You start in 6th position with your middle finger on the high B. Back to 1st position. Slide your little finger and 1st finger up 1 fret to get that chord, and then change to your middle finger for the slide. Same as the beginning. Half bar at the 4th fret, and then lengthen that half bar by 1 string, so you've got a 4-string bar. Slide that 4th string bar up to the 7th fret, add your middle finger. That is just a twiddle back in 5th position. Stay in 5th position, back to 2nd. Some slurs there. And then this is at the 12th fret. Use fingers 4, 3 and 2. It's played ponticello. If you use those 3 fingers, keep your 3rd finger where it is and relocate the other 2. So that works nice and smoothly. Back down to there. Now with section B, we're taking it from the repeat mark, the tune that starts after the repeat mark, and we're going all the way up to the key change. You're going to need to start with your 1st finger on the low G, little finger on high B. It's a big stretch, but there's no other way to play it. Your little finger will be playing the tune here. Slide your little finger up and down. Back to 1st. Aim with your middle finger and your 1st finger. Your 3rd finger can drop in afterwards. That's what you'll start with. Drop your 3rd finger in. There we go. And then you're going to need to slide on your little finger from D up to the A on fret 12. Fret 10. Look at fret 10 as you move, otherwise your finger may stop in the wrong place. Fret 10, that's also fret 10. Slide back on your 3rd finger, 1 fret, and emphasize the fingered notes over the open strings, because otherwise the open strings will just naturally come out more strongly. For the next bit, you're back into 1st position. All of the bass notes are accented, but with the chords on every other note, it subverts the waltz feel that you've had so far and makes it feel more like it's in 2. D major arpeggio going upwards. You can strum this chord or you can spread the chord. Either will work. Back to first position. Some little slurs there. And a perfect cadence in the key of D. You're in third position now. Start with a fourth finger on a fingered E. Don't play it as an open string. It will keep the sound consistent. First finger reaches back for the F sharp. Half bar at the third fret. I'm only covering 2 strings, but you can cover 3 if that suits you. Change position now. You've still got a D and a B, but they've swapped strings. D, B, D, B. If you try and keep the D and the B where they were, you won't get the high B. Half bar at the 5th fret. Little fingers moving around there, and then 9th position, slurs. Move with your first finger, slide your first finger there. And then you will end up in the right positions. Same as it was after the double bar. Same position change there, but then 1 beat, 2 beats, jump off the first chord. It's not quite staccato, but nearly staccato, to enable you to get smoothly-ish to that next chord. We're back to that third position, big stretch, first finger on G, little finger on high B, little finger doing the work here. Same as it was before, 5th position, that twiddle, that slide, 10th fret, back to 7th position. This is where it's different. Emphasize bass notes again. Your first finger is doing all of the work there, your other 3 fingers are parked. It's very definitely in 3 this time. And then more chords, jump off the first one like you did before. It's not really staccato. But it separates the 2 chords a little bit. And then those notes are harmonics at the 12th fret, string 3, 2, 1. Section C goes from the key change to the end. You're going to start off with your little finger with a slide. Always start on the finger that you need to end on. With this one, you need to end on your little finger because you need to get the big stretch between the G sharps. So, little finger goes up to high A, first finger goes for a full bar. I would shorten that to a 5-string bar for the next bar, and then hold that 2nd fret bar until you get to 4th position there. Little finger slides up to the high B, hold your 3rd finger and just rock across so that your little finger comes up, your 1st finger goes down. Still in 4th position, but then take it up to 6th. Hold your 1st finger so that your fingers pivot for that next chord, and you end up with that shape. In 6th position, your little finger will hop on and off and then slide back down to the 5th fret on your 2nd finger. 2nd position, open B. Now you're going up to 9th position here. Your 1st finger has been on its end for that, but now just lay it down so you've got a 4-string half bar for that middle chord. Now slide your little finger up, 14th fret on the 3rd string, and 1st fret, 1st finger, 13th fret on the 4th string. And then you can play the open B string while you're moving down to 9th position again. Just going over that little bit again. 9th position, little slur. Still that 4-string bar. Another little slur. 2nd finger there, 6th fret on the D string. The other notes are open strings. 4-string bar again on the 4th fret. The same chord pattern that you had earlier. But this time you're coming down to 5th position, 2nd and 3rd fingers on strings 4 and 6. The lower notes are the important ones here, emphasize those. Slide back down to 3rd position, back to 2nd position. So it's the lower notes. Then 1st position, hold that G sharp in place until there. You've got some travelling thirds here. When you're doing travelling thirds like that, some of them will be minor, some of them will be major, which is why I don't think of them as parallel thirds. You will need to change your fingering between 1 and 3 and 1 and 2 as you change between minor and major thirds, and it changes position. Up to 7th position, these 2 fingers are on the 9th fret. Lift your little finger so you can get an open B. B7 chord, 2nd fret, and then E major chord, G sharp and E. Hold the G sharp on with your 1st finger so that you can reach the low G sharp with your little finger.